Hi there. We're on day 178 of our Through the New Testament in 1 Year. And today we are finishing, maybe not finishing, but doing more of, get my setup going here. Doing more of chapter 8. Not sure if this is all of chapter 8, but it may be. Remember, Peter and John had gone down to join Philip in Samaria, in that area. And now an angel has told Philip to go somewhere else. So, and this is a great story. Now an angel of the Lord said to Philip, "Rise and go towards the south, the road that goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza. This is a desert place." And he rose and went. And there was an Ethiopian, a eunuch, a court official of Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who was in charge of all her treasure. He had come to Jerusalem to worship, and was returning, seated in his chariot, and he was reading the prophet Isaiah. And the Spirit said to Philip, "Go over and join this chariot." So Philip ran to him and heard him reading Isaiah the prophet. And asked, "Do you understand what you are reading?" And he said, "How can I unless someone guides me?" And he invited Philip to come up and sit with him. Now the passage of the scripture he was reading was this. This is from Isaiah 53, I believe. "Like a sheep he was led to slaughter, like a lamb before its shearer is silent. So he opens not his mouth. In his humiliation justice was denied him. Who can describe his generation? For his life is taken away from the earth." And the eunuch said to Philip, "About whom, I ask you, does the prophet say this? About himself or someone else?" And Philip opened his mouth. And beginning with the scripture, he told him the good news about Jesus. And as we were going along the road, they came to some water. And the eunuch said, "See, here is water. What prevents me from being baptized?" And he commanded the chariot to stop. And they both went down to the water, Philip and the eunuch, and he baptized him. And when they came up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord carried Philip away. And the eunuch saw him no more, and went on his way rejoicing. But Philip found himself at Azotus, and as he had passed through, he preached the gospel to all the towns until he came to Caesarea. Right? The angel of the Lord spirited Philip away. Okay, you don't hear about that a lot. Right? And dropped him somewhere else, and that's okay, and he just keeps, right? And just keeps on telling the good news. Cool stuff, huh? So there you go. That's day 178. Right? I don't know if that's it. Let's see if there's... Yep, that was it. Tomorrow we'll start chapter 9. Tomorrow starts the conversion of Saul. That's a great part of history right there. So, have it. Catch up on any you may have missed. Right? These are short studies because we're stretching out the New Testament over the whole year. So, and there's only 270 chapters, in 365 days. So they got to split a lot of them in half, and it makes for a very short study. It's good, compact. By the end of the year, you'll have the entire gospel under your belt, right? Catch up on any you may have missed. So, and we'll continue this tomorrow and start talking about Saul. That's going to be exciting. See you later.